Hi guys, welcome back to Glass Up. Okay, so today, I just ate some food, so I'm a little bit bloated and tired, but I'm still here, and I put makeup on just for you, so you better say I'm pretty in the comments. Thank you. I'm here with, should I say your full name?
I already changed the camera to myself. No need to say my full name. It's going to be a long bleep. I had to bleep that fucking thing so long.
Why?
Because you held it. You held my name.
Why can't I say your full name?
I don't like it. I don't like it in the public eye.
Doesn't everyone know it anyways?
I don't think so.
Okay.
If they want to go on a mission and like creep and stuff,
They'll probably find it.
there's your reward. But yeah, it sounds weird, dude.
Your name's like cool.
Oh, thanks. No, it's fine. Like I don't mind. Like I like my name. Obviously, I like my name. I don't care. It's just I don't know. It's like saying my full name in public, and just something about it just seems weird to me, dude.
Okay, no, I get
I
it.
feel like I'm sitting at like I don't know how to
I
explain
won't
it.
say it again. I won't say it again.
All right, Carlita. I'm kidding.
Carlita? People call me that.
Really?
Yeah.
And I mean like I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this.
I don't know either. We're in a food coma. Sorry, bye.
I finally had Carlee's cooking today.
Well, that actually wasn't really my cooking. You should actually try my cooking. Like my fajitas, my chicken fajitas,
Fajitas,
my steak quesadillas,
quesadillas.
and what else?
I just had her janaki.
Yes, I'm asking you. No, I'm asking the person behind you. What else am I good at cooking?
Everything? I'm not about it. Not once.
Thanks.
Not once.
I've heard that several times. I believe it. Not from him, from several people. I
My
believe it.
mac and cheese.
Ribs,
Oh yeah, you have heard that from like everyone, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
her ribs are fire too.
I'm making a cookbook in 2022. You feel them all the time.
Her ribs are guts.
Anyways.
OnlyFans. Okay, can we get into this?
Yes.
Okay, we have a lot to talk. Not really a lot to talk. We have a lot of different kind of segments today. And Karlee wanted to start with this segment, and we're bringing back the eating segment. So I went to Toronto this past weekend, and we went to this Asian mall, and I picked out a bunch of different snacks. The first snack I'll go through is waxberry chips. Okay, I already tried a little bit of it.
Never heard of a waxberry before.
Say that again.
I've never heard of a waxberry before. I thought it was a lychee, but it was not.
Yeah, I never heard of a waxberry until I seen this,
And I had to argue with Sick.
and I won.
Yeah, he won.
For once.
So I apologize.
Guys, I beat a girl in an argument. We're moving on up. Not a word is in English. Okay, I don't. Yeah, if I didn't have to Google this, I wouldn't know what the fuck it is.
How did you Google it if you didn't? Like,
I literally Googled red berry lays.
oh, and that came up?
Yeah.
And oh, cool.
Yeah. So waxberry chips. Karlee, you want to do the honors?
Okay, so I'm going to do a whole thing on it. I'm going to smell it.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. First of all, it smells like super artificially.
Super artificially. Artificial?
Yes, but Lee, like I'm describing it, so I'm using it as a adjective. Is that an adjective?
Yeah.
Describing something?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, wait, is it an adjective? Sorry guys, I'm a YouTuber. What do you expect from me?
All right, get on with it. You smelled it enough.
No. Like it smells like
What's it smell
perfume.
like? Perfume. Interesting.
There's little red dots on it, pink dots.
What the fuck? You dropped more than you ate.
Oh.
They're not bad.
They're not terrible,
They're not terrible.
but I wouldn't want them.
My friend described it as similar taste to the berry hibiscus tea from Starbucks.
Yes. Yes, it does taste a lot like that.
Yeah. I've never had the tea.
It literally
but
tastes like I took a chip and dipped it in there and then ate it.
Interesting.
It's not bad.
It's not. It's funny that you said it smells like perfume, though, because my friend said she had the cherry blossom flavor, which sounds fucking
I've had
unreal.
that one too. That one tastes like straight up perfume.
Yeah, that's what she said. That one tastes like someone sprayed perfume all over it. But
This isn't bad.
it's not bad. You want it? I have a whole second bag. I bought a second bag thinking my friends were going to like it. They didn't fucking eat it.
No, I don't want it.
All right.
Are you gonna eat them? They're not, but they're definitely not as bad as I was expecting.
Not as bad as the pickle chips. No, pickle chips?
I was
Cucumber
like,
chips.
dill pickle chips are good.
Yeah, no, the cucumber chips from last time.
Oh yeah, Josh liked those. Weirdo.
Oh, I fucking ate the whole bag.
Do you want to try those ones?
There's almost
They're
like
not bad.
There's almost like a sweetness to it.
Yeah.
You want to try it on camera?
find that. See, if I want chips, though, I want like salty. He doesn't like it.
Booty cheek.
He doesn't like it.
He said those are booty cheeks.
You don't like booty cheeks now?
Not those kind of booty cheeks. Those are the doo-doo booty cheeks. I don't want
The doo-doo boos.
I definitely wouldn't reach for them.
No,
Again.
not at all.
Good experience, though.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Good experience, though. All right, so moving on.
Kind of tastes like, the aftertaste is kind of like jam.
Oh, fuck me. I forgot the Kit Kat.
Are you? Probably because you ate them all?
No, I have it in my drawer.
What flavor was it?
It was apple.
That's cool.
Dude, it was so fucking good. I had a half a bag left, and I brought it to my house, and like I put it on the fridge. I'm like, yo, nobody touched this. I have a podcast in a week, so no one's touched it for a week.
Oh.
And I was like, I fucking forgot it in my fridge.
What kind of apple does it taste like? Does it taste like apple pie? Like
No. It's just like fuck, you've been to an apple orchard, right? You know the scent of just apple. It's that when you just smell it, but when you taste it, it literally kind of just tastes like. I mean, to me at least, it tastes like I just bit into an apple.
Oh.
Like it just tastes like apple. And then when you start to chew it, then you get the chocolate to it. And then when you swallow it, the aftertaste is a little off, but it's like the initial bite is like crunching an apple, and then it has like the chocolate tint to, or the hint to it, and then it just.
It's perfect season to try apple things. Did you try the apple crisp macchiato from Starbucks?
I don't do Starbucks.
I feel like that would be kind of similar because you don't think apple and like coffee would go really well together, but it goes really well together.
It sounds like it goes good though.
Yeah,
Like apple donuts and shit. Or like
that's true.
Yeah.
That is true. But like inside of a coffee, I don't know.
Fair. What?
Those look cool.
Okay, so this is pretty cool actually. This is Baskin Robbins Pop Rock Candy. Again, not a word in English. Dude, funny story. We're like, because I can't have gelatin, right? So I picked up a bag of Skittles, and I looked at the lady. I'm like, ma'am, does this have gelatin in it? And she looks at me and just smiles. And I'm like, does this have gelatin in it? She goes, not this, but like the Skittles. She goes, no. I'm like, okay. So I put it back because like just suspicious,
she
right?
Very sure.
Yeah. And then I picked up another thing. I forget what it was. And I'm like, what is this? Because I didn't know what it was. And she looks at it. She literally goes like this. She looks at it. She goes, I don't know. I'm like, bruh, like, I can't read shit. Again, not a word in English. She can't read it. I'm like, I wonder what that was.
What are you buying? Actually, Google Translate has like a camera thing, and you put it over, and it will it will make it into English as you go through it.
I wish I knew that a week ago.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, this is Pop Rock candy. Pop Rock ice cream candy. I'm assuming. It's pretty fucking good. They're not gonna lie. It comes in this little pack.
So you've already had it?
Yeah. The only thing I haven't had is the next snack.
Okay.
Come on, you little crack.
Wait, so are they coming in tubes? Are they in like what?
No, it's just little pieces.
Oh.
It's little pieces. Look,
So it's chocolate with like Pop Rocks
chocolate
in
with Pop Rocks in it, dude.
Ooh.
It's actually good. And it smells.
Looks
like-
birthday cakey or something.
Okay, it smells like banana. It does not taste like banana.
Okay, good. Because you know,
I know. I'm the same way.
I don't like artificial banana.
All right, I've already had this, so you can get your reaction. Hold on. There you are. Josh, go on.
Chocolate with Pop Rocks in it. Nice one. And carpet. Yeah, it does smell very banana-y.
Yeah,
Are you sure it doesn't taste like banana?
it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Not really. Oh, that's weird.
The Pop Rocks don't really hit you till like a little bit later.
It tastes like banana.
Really? I didn't taste
I'll
banana.
do a little bit. And keep chewing, keep chewing.
It tastes like a Tums.
Keep chewing and the chocolate will come.
No, I hate it.
It'll get better. Keep chewing.
Ew. After a while, you start to hear the Pop Rocks.
Okay. It gets better the more you chew.
Yeah.
My head's popping.
Okay. What?
I taste banana,
Really?
which is weird.
I didn't taste banana at all when I ate it.
It tastes like medicine, like kid medicine, like
It does.
yeah, like when you have or like a Tums, like when you chew a Tums and you have like the fruity
It's
flavor.
nothing like Tums.
Yes, it does. I taste like
What does it?
banana coconutty or something. I don't know.
All right.
They're not bad, but I wouldn't want it again.
So, I definitely think this round of snacks is a lot better than the last round of snacks. Excuse me.
They're less risky.
Less risky. Like there's no cheese sodas and shit.
Yeah.
The next snack, I haven't even tried this myself, and I'm very excited to try it. It's half raspberry, half blueberry cream Oreo.
That looks so good.
It looks so fucking good, right? But here's the thing. I'm scared.
What flavor do you think is gonna be better, blueberry or strawberry? I think blueberry is always better.
Blueberry because I'm biased towards blue.
True, but I just love I think blueberry fritters are better than anything, like apple fritters. I think blueberry like cheesecake is better than strawberry cheesecake. I just love blueberry.
Fair enough. I forget where I was reading. It said like blueberry is like it has 3 different colors. Like it's blue, but when you peel it, it's green. But when you squish it, it's purple.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't even really. They're not even really blue. I don't feel like at all.
Yo, that's crazy. Okay, here you go.
Josh, do you want one?
Joshua, you want one? Okay, while she's getting hers out, check this out. So obviously regular Oreo. It does not say Oreo. I mean, unless it does in Chinese. Oh, there it goes right there. It says. So here's the cream. I don't know if y'all can see. It's half.
It smells like
blue, half red.
What is it? It smells like Oh my gosh! Like
It smells like fucking garbage.
You know, it smells like something I can't.
You know those fruit snacks?
Yeah, but no. There's a specific candy that it smells like.
All right, do you want to do the test first? Camera's on you.
Cotton candy or something?
Oh, that's what it kind of smells like. It's cotton candy.
It kind of smells like Captain Crunch.
Oh yes,
the blueberry.
That's what
one.
it is. Captain Crunch, the berry one.
Yes.
Cotton candy one.
No,
it's not
the
cotton
berry
candy, it's
one.
just berry.
Oh.
All right, Karlee, go ahead. Oh, you gotta eat the whole thing. Get both flavors.
No, I'm eating both flavors.
Okay. Really?
I like it a lot.
Okay. Should I eat just the cream first or the cookie?
Eat the whole thing.
All right, eat the whole thing. That's so good. You can have that one. There's a whole second one in here. So yours. Okay. Now, we got that out of the way. It was less exciting than the last
It
time.
tastes like cherry, like black cherry ice cream or that cherry ice cream. What am I
Yes.
trying to say? You know what? Which one I'm talking about?
It's black. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Is it black cherry
It's
ice
black
cream?
cherry. It's black cherry.
It tastes just like black cherry ice cream.
It does. You're absolutely right. Okay. That was less exciting than the last time. I get it. But we also didn't have like any crazy ass snacks. And whatever it is, what it is. Fuck it. All right. I'm just gonna edit this part out right quick so it's a little more consistent. Back up. Ready to go.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good.
So good.
Keep going. I have some stories.
Okay.
I can talk for a bit.
Okay.
Nothing in my teeth? No, you're good. Okay. All right. Finally, we're back, and I can take over the podcast because Karlee's enjoying her snacks. So, I went to the studio today to grab all my shit, and so my studio's right downtown. And with all due respect, there's a lot of crackheads around, right?
Oh my god.
What? No, that actually is. Like, it's actually
No, I
bad.
know.
Like,
I know.
It's bad. But anyway, I was going to my office, and right on the steps in the back door, it's like a hot spot for some people. I don't know why. So there
I've
was
seen like needles down there and stuff. It's so sad.
It's nuts. It's insane.
Yeah.
There was a crackhead chilling on the steps, right? This is why
I don't remember being there, but I mean,
he's just so confused.
he's not even listening.
So I walk in and I walked around the back of the building to go into the steps, and I mean, okay. Let me say this first. I don't mean any harm. I don't mean any disrespect. She's a crackhead. She was not tweaking out. She was perfectly fine. You can tell when they're tweaking. You can tell when they're sober. She was sober, right? This girl sitting in a sundress, right? Sundress, sitting on the third step, so her legs are down. Like I'm gonna.
Oh no, you
oh,
see
my legs
her
are
whole
out.
pussy, don't you?
Bro. She had her sundress on. It's fucking rolled up to her hips. Her cooch is out. Just chilling. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm fucking choking.
She was fucking hair drying her cooch in the back of my building. You ever get chapped lips?
Oh my god, sick.
Bro, what if she stood up and like it all just kind of cracked and like
Dude. You saw a whole pussy.
I saw a whole hair.
Well, yeah. She
Bro.
didn't have anywhere to
No, you're right, but I saw like I don't even know if I saw the pussy.
Maybe she had her cat underneath there.
What was it hanging on to? Like it was just
True.
chilling? Just
That is sad, but
It was sad.
It's funny.
It was. It would have been sad if she was like tweaking and going through some shit. She was fine. She was sitting there like just going through a bag she probably stole or something. Cause it looked like a brand new bag. So going through the bag, sitting there, sundress, legs spread,
Well,
sunbathing.
that's sad, but
Yeah, it's not what I would say. It's not really sad. There's nothing sad about it. You just stole a brand new bag. What are you talking about?
well, okay.
Or whatever.
Sick of me and you.
What?
You're always saying some fucked up shit. I'm like, that's fucked. And you're like, well, not really. I'm like, well, kind of. I'm like, you put me in an uncomfortable situation.
Wait, how's it uncomfortable? For real? You don't have to agree. You can just say
I don't agree with you.
you
but-
don't have to.
Okay.
And that's the beauty of having a conversation.
That's true.
And having a friendship where we can say, I don't agree with you and not be like, fuck you.
And I love the beauty of you being canceled and me not.
You can't cancel me. I'm gonna get a shirt.
gonna keep bringing them back.
That's glass up merch. Uncancelable.
True. Uncancelable.
Uncancelable.
How long does the shirt have to be? The font's gonna be like this big. Okay.
Yeah, whatever. Speaking of streetwalkers.
Okay.
Just call her a streetwalker. Call her a fucking streetwalker. Wow, we're off to a bad start.
Today we are just not.
We're off to a bad start.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, did you see? I have a topic. Are you good?
Yeah, go.
Did you see Trisha Paytas having a fucking meltdown on Twitter? And did you see Nick Agato's edit?
I saw the edit. I didn't know that was Trisha though. What happened?
Okay, so did you hear about her talking about trigger warning? We're talking about SA. Did you hear about Trisha talking on the Frenemies podcast about the time where a teacher in middle school, I think, touched her or whatever?
I think so.
And then did you hear about what happened after? It came out, so she basically said the teacher's name, full name.
Okay. True Trisha fashion.
Yeah. Also said exactly like when he died. Not when he died, but that he died. And then, so that gives away another thing, right? Because what if there's 3 of them, but only one of them's passed, right? And now we know it's that one.
Oh, I see.
The name of the school, the city, and said that he was arrested for CP. Do you know what CP would be?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
On his computer during school.
Oh,
Okay.
great.
Turns out people start researching it, right? Searching up. She's like, yo, you guys can research it. Search up his name. It will come up. So you search up his name, and the first article that comes up is something about a teacher being arrested for that at school.
Okay.
However, when you click the actual article, you have to pay to read it.
Oh, I
So
see.
someone paid for it. Open it up. It's not even the same teacher. It's a different teacher in a different city,
Okay.
in a different school, and has nothing to do with the teacher that she talked about.
But the name that she gave was the same name as this guy? Oh, the name was even different.
Completely different. I think what happened was that it was like the same either school name, but in a different city. So like when you type in that school and that teacher's name, that school kind of like comes up, but it's not the same city.
Yeah.
But it's the same name of the school or something like that. Something was similar, but it was completely different.
Okay.
And so everyone's like, why would you say that this teacher got arrested for this if he never did?
Yeah.
And you didn't even do your own research. Like she must have just Googled it and saw that and was like, oh, just ran with it. And just said it to millions of people. And now the whole family is getting attacked. Saying like, oh, you're whatever, your brother, sister, dad, whoever it is to them, did this to Trisha and got arrested and basically ruined this reputation of something that was never proven. He was never arrested. He was never, nothing ever. He had no record. And he's dead, so he can't defend himself against Trisha and say like, oh, I never touched you or said anything like that. So now people aren't believing her entire story because it's like, why did she need to go on and lie about the 2 other things when she could have just said like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird.
I don't get. Okay, so here's my thing. Obviously, we know Trisha's a loose cannon. We know she says a lot of shit, right? Her taking the name of the guy, the school, all this stuff, that part's not out of pocket. And I think it's actually good that she did do that, like to that extent, had it been the right guy, obviously. But like, saying like, though, this is my, what's the word for it? This is my attacker or something.
Yeah.
What's it, like whatever the word is for it. This is the person who did this to me. This is his information. And so it makes sense. To me, I think that's fine. What's not fine is the fact that she didn't fact check. Or like, where did she get this name? Like, how did she come across this name? Did she just take anybody that was dead?
No. So the name was proven to actually be at her school at the time she went to school.
Right.
But yeah, with the whole CP stuff, and it wasn't
But
true.
that's what I'm saying. Like, how,
Yeah.
how did you, like, why does she say like this? So and so is the one who was involved in all this stuff, and is the one who did all this. But it's like because he passed, she kind of just figured like, oh, I can't remember who it is, but if I say it's this guy because he, like, I wouldn't put it past Trisha. To honestly go to that extent, to be like, this person's gone, they can't defend themselves, and I can't remember who it is, so I'm gonna say it's them, and that way no one can trace it back to me.
Yeah, and to Trisha's defense, when you do type in his name, that article comes
Yeah.
up. But it's like, did she even do any research on what she's talking about? And she must have been searching up that teacher to even find that.
Right.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah, I guess that maybe the article can possibly, another thing too is for like algorithm purposes for like Google searches and stuff, right? It's because maybe after she said it or something like that, people
so many people search
bum
those
rush to
two
Google
names together.
Yeah, so
now it
pushes it to the top. There you go.
that's true.
That could be it. I don't know. Like also because
That
like,
is true.
right?
But it was on obviously it was on Ethan's channel.
Yeah.
So Ethan was contacted by the family and he's like, I'm gonna take it down because he's not there to defend himself. What Trisha's saying isn't accurate and the whole family is getting like bullied, so I'm gonna take it down. So he took it down. And then Trisha was texting him or something, and like basically Ethan's like, it's not that I don't believe you, but you need to make a statement on, you need to clarify something.
Yeah.
And then she's kind of coming back with like, oh, well, like, I'm a victim and like I shouldn't have to do that.
Of course she's a victim. She always plays victim.
Exactly. And now what's coming out is Moses' ex-girlfriend before Trisha is coming out saying that I don't know the word for it, but like they were having sex and he pulled off the condom without her consent.
Like Moses did. Okay.
Allegedly. With his ex-girlfriend. So she came out and started saying this, but now Trisha's not believing her. So now she's like, now it doesn't make sense because she's like, well, you have to believe all victims, but then isn't believing her because it's against Moses.
Oh.
So now it's like, so Ethan's like, well, I believe all victims, but like, and then she's like, well, you can't believe that girl. Like, she's crazy. She's obsessed with Moses. Like, she's obsessed with me and Moses, and she's lying. And then, well, now we're all like, well, how come you could say she's lying, but we can't say you're lying?
Yeah. Look, at this point, man, I mean, for me, obviously, I don't put it past Trisha to just say whatever she wants to say to either one, play victim, or two, to get people on her side by changing her narrative. And if it means being a hypocrite, like we've seen that so many times where she's been hypocritical and where she's kind of gone against her own word, like the whole fucking Keemstar thing, like that literally in itself, like it's so obvious, like she is a hypocritical person and will do whatever she has to do or say whatever she has to say just to get, her name in the spotlight and keep her name in people's mouths. That's what she wants, is the attention, and she will do whatever she can possibly do or say to get it.
So there was also another thing that I watched while I was at the gym, and it was like a 2-hour like whole documentary on Trisha and all of her lies.
Oh, wow.
And she wrote a book back in the day, and she said something about how she always like sexualized teachers. Like she always had like fantasies of sleeping with teachers, and she had crushes on teachers, and like she'd be like wet in class over teachers and kind of like just did this whole thing. But then she made a video saying that she's never been touched by teachers and it was never inappropriate. But then she comes out on the H3 podcast and then says she was. So it's like one of those things where her story isn't adding up. But I will give Trisha this. Sometimes you just don't know. Maybe she was being touched, but she thought because she fantasized over it that it was okay and that she wanted it.
Yeah.
So sometimes you don't know until you're like 30 or 40 and you kind of be like, oh shit, that was a little fucked up.
No, I agree. with that.
I do think that something was not right, and I don't think it was per se that she was lying throughout the years. I think she just didn't realize about the fact that it wasn't appropriate until she was 30 or 40 because she's not 40 but 30 because like at the time she maybe did sexualize teachers and have fantasies about it. So then when it did happen, she was like, oh well, I wanted this, and I mean, okay, we've all had a teacher that we're like, yo, that person is hot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we all had teachers that we not necessarily fantasized about or sitting in class bricked up. Like, we're just like, we had teachers that were like, yo, that person is hot. Like, I want to be that student that teacher catches a case with. Yes.
You know what I mean?
but at the time you're saying that because you're a child and you don't know better.
Exactly.
And if it did happen, you'd probably be like, oh yeah, like I'm fucking dope. Like this is what I want.
Yeah,
like
and then
I'm
later
the
on,
favorite. And then later on in life, you might be like, oh shit, that's a little fucked up. So for people to just bring that up and say like, oh, Trisha's a compulsive liar. Do I think Trisha lies? Yes.
It's proven.
Do I think that all of her lies about her past trauma is all lies? No, I think they're true. I just think at the time when she was saying it 5-10 years ago, she's been on YouTube for like, what, 15, 16 years? 15 years ago, she might have thought it wasn't a problem and said, oh, I was never inappropriately touched with like, I never had a problem with it, right? Like that's maybe what she meant. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
another thing could be as well as like you said, like you don't really know when you're young.
Yeah.
And then when it hits you old, in her mind, it could have been like what happened. I'm not accusing her of anything, but like what she's saying happened could also be like a stretched out truth, or it could be an exaggerated truth.
Yes.
Right. Like
yes.
like for this teacher, for example, let's use him as an example. Like what she touched in school, I don't know, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Something might have happened. But her to go to this point of using some guy's name and all this stuff, who's like,
she said he was arrested and everything.
Yeah, and like all this stuff, it's just like, oh, it's almost like playing that "woe was me" character. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me your sympathy.
I think too, what Trisha does is when she's in front of the camera, she over exaggerates things. So I think even to that extent, I think just naturally she over exaggerated it. And then after she was like, oh shit, I probably shouldn't have said that. I probably should have done my research. She
does have a lot of those though. She has a lot of those slip ups where she says something. She does. And she'll be like, oh, I shouldn't have said that in the moment. It's like, come on, once or twice is sure. It's probably forgivable. At a certain point, you got to think, are you just doing it on purpose? You know what I mean? Like, are you doing it to have your like rush of the spotlight, and then you're like, okay, I'm sorry guys, like this is the reason, and then she goes and blames mental health. Like she's done that several times too, where she's like, oh, like because of X, Y, and Z reason, I said this and that.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that like Trisha does say things for shock value sometimes. Obviously, what YouTuber doesn't. Yeah. She's smart in that way, but also I think she does have a lot of things where she just doesn't mean to do. And I think it's just a mixture of both, where people can't really tell what's real and what's fake now.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't really know. I don't think she knows what's real and what's fake about her either. I think she says all the time she doesn't know who she is and she has a personality problem. So I think she doesn't know what's real and what's fake sometimes, in her own reality switches sometimes, I feel like.
That's wild, man. And the fact that Ethan is still kind of like, I guess, giving her advice in a way. It's like, you know, like, Trisha, you need to make a statement, this and that. Like, it's, I don't know if he's doing it because of Moses or whatever, but remember he posted, he's like, I'm done with Trisha Paytas. He said all that stuff too. Like, I thought he was like completely washing his hands with her and all that stuff. But the fact that he's still kind of doing that, I guess, shows the realness he had in terms of a relationship with Trisha. Yeah. Like the care he had for her.
Because he's never came out and said, like in his statement of deleting it, he literally said, I'm not saying that Trisha is lying. I don't think she would lie about that type of thing, but she should say something to clarify is what she said. He's like, she needs to address it.
That I agree with, 100%.
Me too. But she took it as like a whole like different thing, of course.
But yeah, man, I don't know. And again, is it just because she's taking what Ethan's saying as like a form of he's bashing me, he's not any content, Ethan's at it again, whatever, because she knows that drives the views? Or is it because she genuinely thinks he is attacking her? Like,
I don't know. I don't know. That's crazy. I don't know.
Oh man, I don't know. And it's because like, look, like everyone's talking. People are talking about it. It's just like, so she's doing what she wants. She says what she wants. I mean, she posts like what? Does she not post every day?
Yeah, she posts every day at least, or every other day. Yeah. If she doesn't post for 3 days, I'm like, what happened? Like, is she okay?
And that's the thing. So it's just like she needs so much shit to talk about.
Yeah. And then she has like multiple channels, and then I don't know, but all I know is that what Nick did, I literally sent it to him. I said, I am crying. By the way, he said he'd be on the podcast.
Oh, he did?
He brought it up, not me.
Next week, because we need one.
Because I also wanted Amberlynn Reed on here, but I was like, I don't know if she'll come on here. So Nick responded and was like, I want to be on your podcast. I was like, I was waiting to ask you, but I didn't want to. And he's like, well, now that you're not coming down and we're not collabing, like, because you couldn't cross the border, like, I'll come on your podcast. I was like, yes.
Get him for next week. We need a guest.
Next week, I'll try. Well, I'll try.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, there's your surprise, everybody. What were we saying?
She did a whole meltdown on Twitter.
Okay, yeah. I was actually gonna ask about that video. So, because obviously that's such a viral video of Nick punching the fuck out of that seat. Like, it's such a good video.
And he put her face.
He made that edit.
Yeah. I'm on TikTok and I'm scrolling, and all of a sudden I see Nick going, Rah! And it's funny because It's so funny because she posted it like a day before, and I literally was showing Josh. I log into Twitter, and there's 3 videos of her like you can't even understand what she's saying.
Yeah.
She's hysterical. It was almost actually a little bit concerning because she was begging. She's like, just stop talking about me, like just crying. She's like, people are saying that Moses is a R word, this person, and like her mom got the cops called. Her mom deleted her channel.
Wait, Trisha's mom had a channel?
Trisha's mom had a channel, which I used to watch. She deleted it because Trisha also said that her old alcoholic ex-husband touched her or something.
Trisha's mom's old,
So like basically Trisha's old stepdad, I guess.
Stepdad. Yeah. Okay.
But she also said that, and then people were going back on her channel. Her name's Lillylashes Paytas. People were going back on her channel, and she had a story time about an ex-husband who was drunk and fell into her daughter's bed. Yeah.
Fucked up.
So then people started ripping apart her mom because she still went back to him, saying like, you failed your daughter, this, that, and the other. And then her mom deleted it. And then someone called the cops on her mom, and the cops showed up to her mom's house about something that Trisha said happened 20 years ago.
Holy fuck.
And then her mom's like, hello. Trisha's like 30. Like, why are you coming here?
Is that guy still around?
Nope. Passed.
Well, then they shouldn't show up. I mean,
I'm assuming they probably got 100 calls from like stupid haters.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like
Almost,
that.
That.
And then they probably were like, okay, well, we should
like
probably
a mass
go.
call, so it's some sort of concern just to check up. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah, some crazy stuff. But what people have been noticing is that she's always saying stuff about people that have passed on who can't defend themselves.
Yeah.
But I think maybe she was just scared to say it when they were alive.
Good possibility. Quite a possibility.
Like
yeah.
people need to think about it in that way too. Like maybe she was just scared to say it when they were actually living, or maybe no one believed her when they were living. Anyways.
No, that's a fair point. That's a valid point because obviously I guess you have that fear of like, what if they hear? What are they gonna do when they find out?
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I still think personally Trisha's a freaking hypocrite. And
definitely.
And I still think that she, like, I wouldn't put it past her to go to the extent to say whatever and make anything up. I'm not saying this is made up, just in general, make anything up for shock value or to get people talking about her and almost like put her in the victim role and be like, oh, we're so sorry, Trisha, you went through this, like more sympathy points for you.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. The whole situation is just, I thought I'd bring it up. I'm surprised you didn't hear about it.
Again, I saw Nikocado, is that how you say it?
Nikocado.
Nikocado, okay. I saw him banging the seat, but there was a girl. I didn't know if it was. I couldn't tell it was Trisha.
Because she was like legit hysterical bawling. And it was just so funny because it literally happened that day. And the memes start like responding to her crying, which I feel so bad for. Like for someone to post that type of stuff, you have to be very vulnerable. She's always been like that though.
Yeah.
It definitely was concerning, and I definitely love Trisha, so it was hard for me to see. But the comments had me fucking dead. They're like, Trisha, relax. I just logged into Twitter, or like it is too early, or it was like I'm too early for this, or there was like they were responding with memes. Holy fuck! I was pissing. I
feel like at that point too, because it's so like you're used to Trisha's shit. It's almost like, oh fuck, like again.
Yeah, literally.
Today?
People were like, "Girl, it is too early in the morning. They're like, can you have waited until dinner? Like, come on." Like, or they're like, I can't. They're like, I can't do this today, Trisha. Like, just the comments were funny as fuck.
All right, let's take a break and we'll come back on some more lighter topics.
Hey guys, welcome to the break. We are currently trying to get HelloFresh on this podcast, but they're more interested in my Instagram, so sorry, but you should go check out HelloFresh anyways, because maybe if I send some people there, maybe they'll be like, oh, let's do it on the podcast too. You know what I mean? So get HelloFresh. Also, go over to my OnlyFans if you want to support me for my birthday. My birthday is on the 25th. I will be having surgery on the 24th. So I will not be posting much on my actual birthday day because the worst day of surgery is like the day after when all your meds wear off. So if you want to be nice to me, maybe go subscribe to my OnlyFans. And I have like a birthday thing on there where I'm rubbing like cupcakes all over my boobs. So if you want to go over there. And by the way, I had an OnlyFans ad before one of my videos. So if I get that again, please let me know because that's fucking dope. Anyways, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And Patreon. Bye. That was a mess.
That was great. For me, you can follow me on all my Instagram, on my social medias. That's a mess, Karlee. I can't fucking speak today. Follow me on all my socials on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Instagram 6Salim, Twitter 6Salim, 6 Visions on Facebook, and 6 Visions Media on YouTube. I don't really have much else to promote just yet, but HelloFresh, if you guys want to come back to us,
Yes.
please. I need meals, as you can tell.
Yeah.
So I've lost a lot of weight. I need some healthy meals because I started working out again and I can't feel my back.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I can't feel my back.
Let's talk
I'm
about
very
that when we come
sore.
back.
So, okay. But yeah, so if you guys want to, if you guys also, I forgot to mention, if you guys have any questions about anything podcast related, because I've been getting a lot of questions recently about, hey, what's your setup like, this, and that.
Oh, cool.
Hit my DMs and we can talk it out. So with that, let's get back to the show.
Okay, so first of all, I want to talk about the OnlyFans ad thing. So I was talking to Nick, and he's like, I was watching your podcast today, and you had an OnlyFans ad in front of your video. I'm like, I didn't even know OnlyFans had ads.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, they're placing them on your videos. I was like, well, duh. I talk about them
Yeah.
every single fucking podcast.
Yeah.
But that's so cool. But they were promoting another girl, and I was like, well, that's nice. Thanks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to talk about that. And you said you were going back to the gym. I am too.
Yeah. Okay. Before we get to the workout thing, just really quick
Okay.
about the ads.
Okay.
How does that work? Like, how does YouTube does YouTube pick the ads for your videos? Because like, if we're talking about OnlyFans, like, how does YouTube know we're talking about it? You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, like the subtitles, like I think, and like also like nowadays, like they have like a robot who kind of checks everything. Obviously, I think they take our words and obviously analyze them, and then they kind of, I feel like when a company comes and like says like, well, when you buy an ad on Google, okay, you can pick what words you want related to your ads. So if you type in makeup, lipstick, or whatever, if YouTube detects that you're talking about makeup or lipstick, or you have those type of viewers, they'll place your ad on there.
I see.
So it's like literally targeted.
It's target
promotion
audience.
is what
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is. Yeah, that's all it is.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so they must be like, damn, she says OnlyFans a lot.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've been working out again, and here's the thing, man, because like, man, my schedule's so fucking crazy, right?
Yeah.
And like, I'm so fucking. It's almost like an inconsistency with the schedule, because like some days I'm working 1 hour, some days I'm working literally 15 hours. So it's like, it's very hard.
Yes.
And I go when I can, but this week I'm like, man, I need to start going, because what happened was, so my brother, he's 17. Okay. First of all, this motherfucker is too big for his age. Like, he's not jacked or anything, but he's just like, he's very healthy. Like, he's strong. And my other brother, he's back from Toronto with us for a bit, and so he used to work all the time. This motherfucker's like 6'5", like 220, like he's jacked,
Okay.
right? And
6'5"?
yeah.
Holy shit.
He's
Okay.
ripped.
Okay.
Well, he was. And so he wants to get back into the gym, and so he started taking my little brother with him. And then I was like, fuck. And then his wife goes with him. And then my sister started going.
Oh, so
and
you
I'm
left
like,
out.
the fuck? I'm like, hell no. As the oldest sibling, there's no fucking way all four of you guys are going to be fucking in shape. And I'm sitting here fucking eating. I literally ate a whole box of Twinkies the other day. The same
No,
day they
you
went.
didn't.
I swear to God, the same day they went, I ate a whole box of Twinkies in
That
one
was
sitting.
probably your epiphany. You were like, I'm done.
That's what happened. I'm like, I literally ate a whole fucking box. These guys are all going to the gym.
How much does your brother must eat a shit ton of food to be that tall, that big? You have to eat a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
Like he must be packing in 3,500 calories minimum a day.
I mean, I don't count his calories, but he's constantly eating. Like, he's me in a way, but he puts on size. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
you have to. In order to get muscle like that, you
Yeah.
have to be eating enough.
well, that's the same thing with me. Like, I'm constantly just eating.
Yeah.
Like, every single time I walk by my pantry or I walk by my fridge, I take something with me.
That is true because I gave you the food. I was like, hey, aren't you like full? I was like,
Yeah.
if you're full, you don't got to eat it all. Like, don't feel pressure. And
Yeah.
you're like, no, I'm good. I'm like, I was so full.
No, I honestly, I do eat a lot. Like, a lot.
Do you eat like snacking more or like meals or like both? Like you're just always
I
eating.
kind of do whatever gets in my hand, honestly.
Okay.
Like, whatever I have time for in the moment. If I have
Yeah.
time for a meal, I'm eating a meal. If
Yeah.
I have time for just a snack, or like if
Yeah.
I'm going down like to work and I just ran upstairs really quick, oh, I'm passing the pantry, let me grab like a granola bar.
Yeah.
Let me grab like whatever, like, or a bag of chips. Like, I just eat so much fucking shit
Yeah.
to the point where I'm like, I don't even know if my body knows what to do with it. And it just doesn't show on me.
Interesting.
Yeah. I have a feeling that one day when I hit 30, because everyone's like, oh, when you hit 30, it's going to hit you. I'm like, please hit me.
Well, you're tall, and I feel like, I mean, it is like if you were like half your size, then yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But you're so tall that I think you're gonna be fine.
Yeah. I just don't, I need to put some weight on
And your
it,
job is constantly you doing things, moving.
Yeah.
I mean, you are editing, but in between that, you're constantly doing stuff.
Yeah.
I think you'll be fine.
All right.
Some people just don't. But do you do cardio? Or do you just do like
Well,
lifting and stuff?
This week I just did like weightlifting.
Well, yeah.
Well, I used to absolutely hate cardio, like hate cardio. Before I stopped for the last 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, whatever it was, I would do cardio and I would go and I would run 10 minutes on the treadmill after the workout, and I would do like a 1 minute walk, 1 minute jog, 1 minute walk.
That's a good
1
one.
minute jog, and I would do that. The last 2 minutes I would sprint.
That's good.
And I would force myself to get through the 2 minute sprinting.
I couldn't sprint for 2 minutes. I'd probably pass out.
Yeah, well, I forced myself to, and like I was at one point I think I was sprinting for 5 minutes consistent.
Wow, good job.
Yeah.
It's so crazy how fast your body starts to get used to stuff, because like I started going back consistently, I think like a week ago.
Yeah.
And like I've already doubled what I started with.
It's nuts.
And I'm like, because I used to go for 10 and then I got 15 and then it was 20. And now I'm doing 40 minutes, no problem.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how the fuck?
Yeah.
And it's so crazy. And I'm like, I wish I would have known this like, I mean, I've always known it, but I wish I would have just took that advice, because I'd be fit as fuck.
Yeah, dude. And also it's almost motivating, right? Because it's like you see it and then you're like, holy fuck, 3 weeks from now is such a far way. But then when you realize 3 weeks flies by like that, and then you're like, holy shit, I just fucking came through all this.
Yes.
And now I'm, like it's just, oh my God, you just gotta fucking do it. That's
Yeah,
the only
literally, you have to, yeah.
thing. Oh, I got a DM. Let me pull it up really quick.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not a bad DM.
Okay.
I got a DM. Where is she? Shout out to Rose. She goes, "Hey, I love listening to you and Karlee on the podcast. Where is it? She goes, since most of, if not all men, okay, because she wanted to say, like I appreciate you guys. You guys make me feel normal about my dark humor, and that I can feel like, my sense of humor is normal. I'm like, all right, cool. So she goes, since I'm listening to the recent podcast, I thought of men taking a shit.
Oh, interesting.
Very.
I hate thinking about that.
She goes, since most men, if not all men, sit when they poo, which I don't know any guy that doesn't sit when they poop.
Josh, we're talking about men pooping. Do you sit while you poop? That's exactly what we're trying to do. Yeah. Thank you.
So she goes, do you guys wash the backsplash off your balls, or did that not cross your mind? Like when you get when y'all get the runs or flush while sitting. I asked a guy friend and he never thought of it, so I was hoping y'all would ask and answer this on the next podcast. Thank you, love you both.
So I've actually thought of this before, and and that's why, you know what, I'm very careful. I mean, I don't suck dick often, but when I do, you can't forget about the balls. But there is no way in fuck, if I know you just shit, I am sucking you. Because there's a splashing. You're splashing on it, and then there's fucking poop particles. You better come straight out of the fucking shower or wipe your shit or clean it. Fuck that. No. Poop particles?
I'm crying again.
Fuck that.
I'm crying again. Dude. The only thing I'm thinking about, do you know when you poop and you hit that nice poop and those splash goes right into your butthole and your butthole clenches up right away?
I don't know what you're talking about, but
it's such a crazy feeling. I know so many people that do this. Like we talked about it. It's like you're pooping, and like when you poop, it's just that nice one where everything just kind of empties out, right?
And
it
you
feels like
feel like relief.
you feel relief.
I don't know what that is.
But the moment it hits the water, it splashes back, and like if this is your butthole, the splash goes like this, and the
like,
moment it just clinches up right away. It's like, ooh, it's like a perfect. You know when you do the ring toss and it lands perfectly?
I'm dead.
Dude, holy shit! But
It was like, I'm gonna go wash you now.
but to answer your question, Rose, holy shit, I got tears everywhere. To answer your question, Rose, personally, I never thought about that just because I guess it's so like just normal for us. Like it makes sense for you guys. You're like, yo, what do you guys do with your balls? Like I saw this one TikTok. Like, do guys put their dick on the toilet seat or rest their balls on the toilet seat when they shit? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But I don't know. Like in my household, we always grew up using a bidet, so
Yeah,
I
I
always
have
wash
one.
my ass anyways.
I have a bidet. Oh my God. I cannot live without one now. When I'm out and I don't have a bidet, I'm like, what do I do? I don't know what to do. Also, if you are a female and you suffer from bladder infections, get a bidet. It literally has made my bladder infections almost disappear. And it's really good for after sex, because you can go and just wash yourself. And my bladder infections have literally, I still get them, but instead of getting them every month, I get them every 5 or 6. Get a bidet. It fucking helps. And it feels so good on your period. Okay, bye.
Is there any bidet companies that want to sponsor us? Because we use y'all.
Yes, we use you, and we'll even do a live demonstration.
Yeah, she'll do a live demonstration of that. I'll do a live demonstration of taste buds on my testicles.
I actually have something I need to talk about, and it has to do with the bidet.
Okay, go.
So after, sex one time, I was sitting on the toilet using the bidet, and I was pretending I was squirting.
What?
So I like moved back on the seat, and I had the bidet squirting outside of my legs, and it hit Josh. And I was like, I should do a fucking OnlyFans scene pretending I'm squirting on the toilet, but it's just the bidet just fucking, and it's far as shit. It goes like at least 10 feet.
What?
That shit is going fucking flying. And I was like, imagine me just going like this, just pretending to squirt, and it's just fucking shooting. I don't know why I thought that was so funny to me.
That's fucking insane, dude. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Anyways.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. But no, like, yeah, I hope that answers your question, Rose. Like, I don't know how else to kind of explain it. But, like, I don't really think about I don't know.
Do you do the well, are you a virgin?
What?
Just a question. Are you a virgin?
Maybe.
Are you?
Maybe.
Oh, I was going to ask you because I don't know if you are or not.
Yeah, I am.
I was going to ask, you are?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any friends that are not?
Yes.
Okay.
A
well,
lot.
do you think that if you weren't a virgin, okay, and if you were doing like a hookup per se,
Okay.
hypothetically, would you, say if it was like halfway through the day and like you had plans at like 5, but you had to work at like 3, right? And so you're busy until 3 or even 4, and you don't have time to go home and shower. Are you doing a little clean or are you just going there?
I would at least just wash my balls.
Thank God. Because there is nothing worse than dirty balls.
Yeah, you don't have to do a full shower. Just
Yeah,
go
but at
wash
least
your balls off or wash your
yeah.
pits out. That's
like,
it.
Come on. Like, at least be fucking nice. Like, damn. Anyways, I just...
Yeah, 'cause it takes 30 seconds to wash your balls.
And as a girl, I'm not gonna... I always make sure I'm clean. Like, just go rinse yourself. Go do something. Like, something.
Keep a deodorant stick and just plop it in.
in my pussy? What?
I'm talking about guys. It's like,
I was like...
in between, just like lift and go.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. Pun intended. Okay. Oh, actually, piggybacking off of Rose's question there. What if guys squatted and pissed like girls? This is my thing. I actually had this thought, and then Rose DM'd me a couple days later. But what if guys squatted and pissed like how girls do?
Don't... Like, sit on a toilet, you mean?
No, like you
like
know,
hover?
like you know when you guys go out and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna squat behind a car and just pee. Like, what if we did that? Like, would it be less messy? Do you think because we have control stream, or do you think because like the angle we're sitting? Like, I'm trying to think.
Well, what if it starts dangling? You start pissing on your leg. Like, what if you're rushing and you go, and you start it's
That's the
dangling?
thing, like,
and
what
it's
if
just
it-
pissing
yeah.
just everywhere?
Or it's a little windy and then like you have like a tiny
And you're
penis,
like,
and so it's just
"Oh."
like, whoa, it's so light, it's just flapping everywhere. You piss in your face.
Oh my God. Where's the weirdest place you've took a piss? Have you ever took a shit outside?
No, never done that.
Yeah, me neither.
I've pit. Oh, in a fucking forest.
Well, I'm a girl. I don't poop, so I don't know. But
All right, we're not getting back on this. All right. Anyways, let's. I asked on the Instagram page. So go follow the Instagram page if you guys haven't already. I'm trying to do more of like interactive stuff like that. It's hard when I'm operating with a lot of shit. But anyways, I asked if you guys have any advice or questions for us to answer on the podcast, and we got some pretty good ones. So I'll go through them, and I mean, there's not a lot, but there's enough that we can kind of get through.
okay.
The first one says, wait, where did it go? The first part of the question says, what do you think about biting your tongue? And then the rest of it says, during an argument and be the one to back off. At first, I was reading like, wait, biting your tongue? Like, what?
Yeah, at first I was
like you're
what?
eating a meal and your tongue's like, I want to be a part of the meal. And it's just like, it fucking sucks.
That shit fucking always kills.
You ever, like,
and then it's swollen, so you keep biting it like all day, and you're like, fuck.
Like when it's just normal, like not normal. It's just like you're having a regular meal. You're eating, and all of a sudden your tongue just decides to shift like to the left or the right, and you chomp down on that shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
And then it's swollen, and then you have to avoid it the next 3 days.
Yeah.
Holy fucking! It feels like it never goes away.
Fucking sucks. But the rest of the question though, what do you think about biting your tongue during an argument and be the one to back off? Do you want to start?
During arguments, it's definitely a bigger person move. Am I good at that? During arguments, no, but I'm very good at just if I know that you're doing something to purposely irritate me, and I know that my reaction is giving you what you want, I'm very good at just biting my tongue and not doing anything and just taking the high road.
Fair.
But during an argument, if me and you are arguing, I am lethal with my tongue and what I say.
Yeah. See, for me, it's almost like if I feel like they want a reaction out of me, kind of like what you just said, if they want a reaction out of me, I'm not giving you what you want.
Exactly.
Right? But also, it's like, let's say I'm out, it depends on the location and what the topic of conversation is.
Okay.
Or what the topic of the argument is.
Okay.
Like let's say if I'm with my girl, whatever, and somebody comes up to her and just starts talking shit. Like, I know he wants a reaction, but he's talking shit to my girl. Okay, now we got a problem.
Yes.
Right? Now we have an issue because now I'm going to make something out of nothing because you're starting something where you shouldn't be starting something.
Exactly.
Right? In that situation, yes. If it's you and I, like in a friendship argument, and we're kind of bickering back and forth, best believe I'm bringing up my best guns. Like, I'm going all out because I know it's a friendly argument.
Yeah.
But if it's like a legitimate argument, I'm going to be like, yo, chill the fuck out. Right? So for me, it really kind of depends on who's involved, what the topic is, and where we are, right? Like where the setting is. Like if I'm at a family gathering and like, let's say one of my cousins decides to pop off, I'm at a family gathering. I'm not going to go crazy, right? But like if I'm outside somewhere, if I don't know somebody and they want to start shit, like then we might.
Yeah, I definitely, you're right. You're right when thinking of like because I never even really thought about the circumstances or anything. Because like also like it depends on who you're arguing with, like you said. Because like if you're arguing with your like significant other, sometimes it's better just to bite your tongue. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, it's like choose your battles. Yeah. Which is something that I wish I would have learned like years ago. Is like choose your battles because like I always had this thing where it's like if you're gonna be mad about it in 24 hours, if you think you're still gonna be mad at it 24 hours later, okay, then bring it up.
But what, based off that point, like, what if you wait the 24 hours and then if you're mad, then you bring it up? Because what if you're like, oh, I'm going to be mad at this tomorrow, but then you're over it like a couple hours?
Then that's good. That's good. Yeah, but that can be bad because you don't want to just start ignoring everything, right?
No, of course. Certain things. Like
yeah, honestly, pick your battles and pick who it's with.
Absolutely. Yeah.
How many minutes are we at? Just
50.
50?
Yeah.
Cool.
We're almost done. So they actually asked 3 different questions, but we'll give somebody else a chance. I feel like we've answered these types of questions already. What should I do to get over my ex? I try ignoring him, but it's hard. Any advice?
So I actually have a video on Patreon that I just did yesterday called How to Get Over a Breakup. Because I've been through 2 public breakups, and honestly, they never get easier, but you do get the span of how sad you are definitely shortens. And how fast you bounce back is definitely better. But I guess tips, it was how to get over it, right?
Yeah.
Was that what they wanted?
How do you get over my ex? I try ignoring him, but it's hard.
Do you want the truth or do you want me to be advice, Karlee? Because if you want the truth, it is your ex, right? You're not in a relationship. Maybe find someone new and entertain you until
I was gonna say sell that puss. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Don't just like use someone, but find someone that you've been interested in or are a little bit interested in or could see a future with and try it out because then because at the time it feels like that person is the only person there and the only person for you and you're like, I don't want to restart this, that, either. It's going to be so hard to find someone else, and it usually isn't as hard as you think. So just keep yourself busy with someone else. Don't use someone, but and then you should be fine. And then obviously focus on yourself and block them. You have to block them. You literally have to, because if you don't, you're going to be constantly like waiting for a text, thinking about them, blah, 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 where it's like out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. And from a guy's perspective too, like in that situation too, because when I was broke up with my first ex too, like just making a mutual understanding with the other person, be like, yo, listen, I'm going through a breakup right now. I don't want anything serious, like no strings attached. And then once there's an understanding on both ends, like then it's easier to kind of start that getting over process. And it's easier to kind of start with, being like, okay, that person is from the past. I don't need to go back to them. And so if you have, like Karlee said, a conversation with somebody you already know and comfortable with, like it doesn't need to be a stranger, someone you're cool with or whatever, like just have that be like, hey, I don't know, just try something with that. But like, if you want like a random hookup, like there's dating apps, you can just go and just be like, guys, no strings attached. Like make it very clear that whatever your decision is, just make it very clear. So it's not that way. You're not tricking yourself in a way. Because if you tell yourself, oh, I'm, doing this to get over my ex, but you don't tell that to the person that you're seeing after that. It's like, you could be confusing yourself and be like, wait, maybe, like, am I over him? I'm not over him. Then you're going to have an issue with the next guy. I don't know if I'm making sense.
No,
but
it makes complete sense. Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Yeah, good luck with that. That shit sucks, man. I fucking hate that shit.
I know.
Good luck with that. I'm an RN and always wanted to be an interior designer.
Ooh.
Should I switch careers? That's a good question. I'll start.
Okay.
So, it depends on what you think you can do with the interior design. Because for me, and I can use this as the best example. I'm not on myself. It depends.
Oh, it was on me.
Yeah, there you go. It depends what you can do with the interior design. It really varies depending on how much drive you have to make yourself successful in your career as an interior designer. Like I can use myself as the best example because I started in pharmacy school or pre-pharmacy school, whatever, undergrad. I was on track to do that, which it wasn't really my choice, not really what I wanted to do 100%. And I was miserable. I was so fucking depressed, dude. I was so in a bad mental state. And I know you say you're already an RN, so you're already working. If you feel comfortable enough to be like, listen, I want to start interior design, but I need to leave my RN job. If you think you can put all the hours you put in as an RN into interior design, do it. It's going to suck at first. It's going to be terrible at first. You're not going to be making any money. But if you keep that consistency going, you'll be making more money as an interior designer than you probably are as an RN. And that's just a reality of it. Because, like, again, in myself, like, I'm making so much money doing what I do now because I don't let people tell me not to stop doing it. Like, I didn't stop doing what I wanted to do. And because you're already working, I'm sure you have bills. I don't know if you have, like kids or anything like that, but I'm sure you have bills and all that stuff too. It might not be the best to just say, fuck the job and start as an interior designer, but that's if you are willing to take that big risk. You know what I'm saying? But you can always start little by little, baby steps till, you get so busy doing interior design stuff that you don't have time to do RN stuff. And then you can kind of jump ship that way. So there's two different options you can do. Either say, fuck it, take the leap, or slowly build up interior design until your RN stuff is getting so much it's too much to handle both. Then you can slowly ship over, part-time RN or whatever, and slowly ship over to interior design.
Here's my advice. I'm pretty sure being an RN, you kind of have I'm pretty sure you have like your license for years, right? Like, can't you? I'm pretty sure once you get it, you get it. I think you might have to redo boards and stuff. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm talking about. But if I were you, I would just go and try interior designing full on. Like, this, you have two different advice, which is kind of good. I would just legit just do it full on to your best potential that you can do it, because at the end of the day, you've already done the schooling for being an RN. You can always go back and there's always nursing jobs available. Personally, that's what I think you should do. And going full force into it, then okay, I tried my very best. Whereas like if you're kind of balancing the two, in my opinion, I think you're going to be like kind of always on edge, because you're going to be like, well, I never put my full effort in. Like, is it not working because I'm busy? Is it not working because this? And you're just going to be questioning. You're probably just going to give it up and then just stay, right? Because being a nurse is like very comfortable and you know exactly how much you're going to get paid. You know you have a job. Interior designing, though, is a little bit different. But I think what you should do, honestly, is just go full force into it. And like, you can find another RN. Like right now, like nurses are so needed. You'll be fine. All right, there's always healthcare work available and you can always go back to it. Just do it for your full potential for like even a year and see how much you can get done in a year. Make like 3 goals. If you hit them, fucking stay. Keep doing that shit, in my opinion.
Yeah, and just really quick piggybacking off of that too, like that's actually a really good point too, because I mean, again, going back to what I did, it's the best way I can relate to it is I did that. I just said, fuck it. I had a part-time job and I'm like, I can't do this. Like I was working fucking 10 hours a week, which is absolutely nothing. But even that 10 hours to me, I had that mindset of like, why would these 10 hours is not worth it for me to come all the way across the city to work for 10 hours and not make any money if I can invest that 10 hours into my own work and my own career and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I mean, you have both sides. Obviously, you're the final say as to what you want to do in your life. But like, yeah, I think Karlee definitely had a really solid point on that. This is a cute question. I love this type of stuff. It's like, how are you guys doing mentally? That's a great question.
Oh, wow.
So
I start crying.
No, thank you for that. I'm doing a lot better mentally now. Like ever since I've been busy, like I don't remember the last time I've been in such a bad slump because I've been like the last 4 months. I've been so fucking hectic for me. Like I've been so occupied. My mind's constantly running. So, thankfully for the last 4 months or so, I've been like pretty decent mentally. So
I've definitely been better the past, like, I was like probably the lowest of my lows, like, I don't know, like a month ago or whatever. Because obviously everyone knows what happened. But there was a lot of stuff behind the scenes that I never talked about that like literally seems like, honestly, the whole breakup publicly seemed like fucking nothing compared to the other shit I was dealing with behind closed doors. I feel like right now I'm doing pretty well, and I feel like working out is really helping me and just like focusing on me. Like I've just been like, decorating the outside of my house. I've been like cooking more, going to the gym. I've been like, I've been spending money on self-care, which I always felt guilty for doing. And now I don't feel guilty if I have to take a step back or spend, I don't know, $200 and get a spray tan every week. Like if it makes me happy, it makes me happy, motivated. And I feel actually really good right now. So who knows? It's kind of scary because I feel like it always comes down with the fucking, can't be too happy.
fair.
Fuck.
No, that's self-care is important though. 100%.
Yeah.
Last one before we wrap up. Any advice for grade 10's first year of high school? Don't go. No, I'm kidding.
I'm done.
I mean, I fucking absolutely despise high school, but if it's like
You didn't like high school?
No. I tell people worst 4 years of my life. If I could erase any 4 years, it would be high school. Like I would.
We should talk about that in the next podcast.
Sure. High school was a trash time
Okay.
for me. But no, any advice going into high school for grade 10s? I mean, grade 10, I feel like it's the same as grade 9. You're still kind of like new, adapting or whatever like that. Just be social. If you're antisocial, just really, two options. If you're social, try to make as many friends as possible. Don't rely too heavily on being with the cool kids. If like, I guess the non-cool kids are where you find your comfortability, those are your friends. Those are your people. Because you want authentic friendships in high school. Otherwise, you're going to be miserable trying to chase the popularity. Everyone wants to be popular. Not everyone can be popular. And it's always that, it's like fame on a very small scale where people want to be famous. When they don't get the fame, they're very down and upset and they feel outcasted. If you find friendships in certain people that you feel are authentic, those are the people you want to stick with, whether they're the cool kids or not. That's my advice.
My advice is grade 10 for me was the best year in high school. And honestly, just have fun. They're going to pressure you to like try and figure out what you want to do for the rest of your life. You don't have to figure it out. Some people are 30 and still don't know what they want to do. The average age of a millionaire is like 51. You're fine. Do whatever you want. Obviously, don't be a complete idiot and just not think about school, but take it easy. There's really no advice because at the end of the day, like grade 10 is the best year because you're not super new. You're not the youngest. You know your way around the school. You know the teachers. You know the older kids. And you have kind of like your friend group that you've kind of made last year. So I don't know. Honestly, there's really no advice because I feel like it's not that bad in my opinion. I think grade 10 is one of the best years. There's not enough. There's like 11 and 12 is when you start getting like pressure.
That's when the pressure kind of kicks in.
Yeah. And then 9 is like you're so nervous. You're kind of finding your way in. 10 to me is honestly the best year of school.
Really?
My opinion. But
interesting. That'd be a good conversation for next week, hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. I got all my questions. Karlee, you want to wrap up?
Sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new, don't forget to subscribe and give this a thumbs up. Comment down below what your favorite year of high school was. I want to know. And if you are in high school, comment down what year you're going into and any advice or anything that you want. I feel like people could really use that in the comments right now, especially because a lot of people last year weren't even in school. They were doing online. So to be back in school and maybe be in high school after missing out a year could be a lot. So definitely write in anything and everyone kind of read the comments and kind of like give advice back and forth. That would be a really nice community down below. Also, I'm going to start posting podcast clips on TikTok. So if you want to follow me over on TikTok, it's at KarleeSteel. I didn't post last week's because I couldn't really, you can get banned on TikTok really easily. So I haven't been posting anything. Also follow me on OnlyFans for my birthday. And next week's podcast might be a tad bit not as upbeat because we are going to be doing 2 podcasts like back to back basically because I have surgery on the Friday, which we usually film our podcast on. So give us a break there. Follow me on Patreon if you want to get this a week early. And yeah, do you want to do anything?
Just almost like a PSA, I guess.
Okay.
Like I've been noticing a lot in the comments recently that it's just random hate comments, not for the sake of like, oh, like I don't like that fact that you said this, just unnecessary hate comments for no reason. You know what I mean? And I replied back to one person at one point because it was just like random guys. It's like he has these guys come in for no reason just to comment some stupid ignorant shit, and that to me is just like I don't see the point in it. I mean, if people are gonna do it regardless, I know that. I just don't see the point in it. So it's like if you see that type of shit, if y'all want to shut him down, go ahead, or don't be surprised if I say something in the comments.
Yeah, I definitely am doing this, guys, for your entertainment. I do not get any benefit from this. I actually lose money doing this podcast, to be honest with you. I don't make as much as I have to pay to get it done. So I honestly feel like people just need to give me a break and give everyone a break. And just if you have nothing nice to say, I'm going to just start blocking people probably. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate all the love and the support for the people that are watching, and I love you guys so much. See you next week. Bye.